fuck you doing? Very good place to loot this. Joking. Was the people there? Joking.
Do not eat another salad or drink another green juice until you see this. Can you tell?
I think most of the world knows by now, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder fight is not happening. Anthony Joshua decided to take another fight against Alexander Povetkin.
Hello?
Deontay, how in the world did we get there? What happened?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? سعودي عربي
this situation for like almost 4 months. These people
My name
not
Noob.
only our emotions,
No.
not only with what we've been trying to do for the people, but they've been doing it for the fans as well too. Any kind of combat sport is a very
Where'd it
emotional
go?
sport. People get involved in seriously. Their plans was never to fight.
Here's the
It
sword.
was only to promote Joshua. It was only to
No.
really try to make it seem like something that it
Re-
wasn't. But the thing about it, it takes a lot of work. You have to always keep up a fresh lie over and over and over and over again. And when you have to keep up that lie, it's going to be times where you may say things at this point in time, but then you're going to say something with this person. Then you're going to say something with this person. But the thing about it, the order that is formed, you're never saying the same thing. You're always contradicting yourself, manipulating here and there, compulsive lying here and there to keep it on. Yeah. Now when you're telling the truth, you're a free spirit. Yeah. That is no effort in that because it's the truth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even in the world that we live in, nobody wants to hear the pretty truth when you can tell the ugly lie. Yeah. Did you ever believe this fight was gonna happen? Like, well, initially, because right after you beat Ortiz, you call out Joshua. Joshua beat Parker. He goes, Wilder, you're next. I'm like, here we go. We haven't really heard Joshua call you out. Here we go. It's time to do it. Well, with that call out, especially with him being in this country and stuff. See, me, I go off with the body language. I go off with eye contact and stuff.
You ninja?
I've been in so many situations. I know what Fred looks
Where?
like. It smells like. I can sense. I can.
India.
No!
I'm like a shark in the water. If I smell it, I smell it 2 miles away. With his body language and everything
No!
he's saying, you could tell.
No!
They don't
Shut
have
up.
no type of aggression, no type of passion in their voice. Just like when I speak, because I wanted this for these people. They're not passionate about it. They didn't want it. When somebody passionate, and when they really want to do something, and when somebody gonna really make something happen, you can see it. You can tell. It's nothing that's not gonna be obvious. You can tell it. And they didn't want this fight. Even in his ring, you can tell. The guy asked him about me, how you feel. Well, ask Eddie. Ask Eddie. Nah, what you asking Eddie for? They're asking you. Do you want to fight Deontay Wilder? Yeah. Not ask Eddie. Yeah. You supposed to be this big time, champion. You're supposed to, have all the belts. You supposed to have big Klitschko. Come on, man. But you don't want to fight Deontay Wilder. Y'all talking about going to Klitschko, fighting Klitschko in Vegas in America. Talking about going to New York and fight a Gerald Miller in New York. But you can't fight the champion here in America. You can. I'm going. Since you don't want to fight here, I'll go to your backyard and whoop your ass. No problem. Yeah. So let's talk about it, Jeff, because from my understanding, originally Joshua goes, we need 50 million guaranteed. We went, cool, 50 million guaranteed. They went, okay, we need 50 million guaranteed. Fight has to happen in the UK. Went, cool, I'll fight you in the UK. And then you were waiting on their offer. They sent, but it was kind of not a complete offer. And that's where kind of the communication fell apart. The 50 million was only specifically for America. Yes. No, we're not going to cater to them with the money and, go to your country. Okay. Because, they wouldn't still, even if we would have done that, it would have still been the same thing. Oh, we'll offer you 50 million and come to your country. Oh, no problem. They would have never took it. I wanted this for the fans so bad, man. And for us to be prolonged and for them to carry this on for so many months and just to come to a dead end, man, it's sad. Yeah, I agree. It's super sad. And there seems to be kind of a theme in your career because you look at the fight with Povetkin. You're going to fight in Russia. He tests positive for performance-enhancing products. You're supposed to fight Luis Ortiz earlier. He tests positive for performance-enhancing products. Tell the viewers what it's like to go through camp, to put your life on hold, to go through all this stuff and then not have a payoff. And I'm trying to, because people don't realize how emotional it is. Imagine Christmas. Imagine when you're a kid on Christmas. And a week before Christmas, your parents came and went, guys, listen, we've postponed Christmas. You got all those gifts. We're going to do another 4 months maybe. We'll keep you posted. Think how heartbroken you'd be. So as a fighter, you got to deal with this. So it's kind of nothing new, although this is the biggest hit of your career, meaning that we're waiting for the fight of the century and it's not happening. So what's it like being Deontay Wilder right now? I sacrificed so much. I sacrificed my body. I sacrificed my kids. I sacrificed, man, it's so much to put into this when
when you have a fight coming up and you have to just really isolate yourself from everything, you really just got to focus and you got to put your mind in combat mode. You got a job you got to do.
Yeah.
You know, I've missed out on many things dealing with my children with this sport of boxing. Births, missed different walks, maybe talks, different activities that I could have been there and done with them that I wasn't able to do because I'm trying to put food on the table. I got to sacrifice my body for them. I got to risk my life for my children.
I have a hard time believing Anthony Joshua's scared of anyone. I don't think you're afraid of anyone. I think what's going on with Anthony Joshua is he's listening to people in his circle going, let's hold off on Wilder. Let's do this right now, which I think Povetkin's a tough fight for him. I don't think it's the right choice. So I don't think Anthony Joshua's afraid of anyone. I think his team might be afraid, and that's what's going on. We hear from Eddie Hearn. We hear from his promoter, which, again, with promoters, when people, if you want to listen to promoters are out for one agenda. There's three people you shouldn't trust. Guys who drive vans, mall Santa Claus, and promoters. They all have agendas. There's always something going on there. So they're not looking at what's best for Deontay Wilder, what's best for Anthony Joshua. They're doing what's best for Joshua needs this fight too.
I mean, you can tell the difference. You know, I'm more aggressive with the situation. You know, I show more passion with the situation because I truly want it. I've done everything. Like I said, I've lowered my standards to make this fight happen. Not only for myself, but for the fans, for the world to see one of the greatest fights in their time. I'm trying to build for the generation right now. You know how many kids keep up with this? You know, how many stories that's going to be told after this situation would have occurred? You know, where I saw the unified, the undefeated, the undisputed, the WBC, WBA, WBO, and IBF unified heavyweight champion of the world. All the kids is going to grow up to remember that. They're going to tell their children. Remember, you know, it's legendary stuff that's happening.
And I think you guys would have fought more than once.
I
still think you're going to fight, but I think there's a trilogy thing here. It's a legacy fight.
Most definitely, but for me, I had to disagree with you with far as feeling that he's not scared. He's scared.
You think he's scared?
He's scared. Trust me.
And then even Lennox Lewis goes, listen, if Anthony Joshua wants this fight, he can make it happen. Because that's the way it works. Everyone goes, well, the Eddie Hearn and the promoter this. No. I promise you, if Anthony Joshua wants this fight right now, if you said, I'm only going to fight in Alabama, this is the price, if Joshua wanted to do that, he can fight in Alabama. There's no bigger fight. There's no bigger payday for either of you than fighting each other.
Well, you know, we do have that guy Fury. I think that'll be a big fight for the both of us as well, being that in my eyes, he's still a champion because he hasn't been beaten.
Hell yeah, he's
he only
champion.
beat himself.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So that's still a big one out there. I still have the Lewis Ortiz, a rematch fight. That'll be a hell of a fight.
Oh, you're trying to get dude, you almost gave me a heart attack. Let's just leave Ortiz in the past, man. Let's move on. He gave me a heart attack. Ortiz is so goddamn tough, man.
That dude, he's the second best heavyweight in the
world.
He's
a nightmare.
A lot of people want to say he's old, but you ain't hearing nobody calling him.
We have no idea how old that man is.
You know what I mean? And that's the suspense about it. But age ain't nothing but a number if you can rumble. You feel me? So what worry about the age?
I agree, man. He's a nightmare, man. I wouldn't rematch him. Let's look forward. That's over, man. That's over. It's always about Team Joshua, Team Wilder. How close are you with your team? Like, is it one of these things where you look on social media and you go, oh, wow, that's what Shelly said, or that's what my team said? Is it one of those things, or you guys pretty close-knit group?
No, we're so close.
You know what's going on with the negotiation?
Every bit of the way. Every step. I was telling Joshua about certain things that was going on. I had to send this man emails.
You email him? You have emails right now?
You know, we the social media, DM and stuff, we talk because, you know, Joshua, everything they saying that we've done, they're doing it. We don't have no reason to lie, bro.
It doesn't make sense.
People can tell who really wanted this fight or not. Nobody, I would never lower my standards first off because I know what I represent. I know what I stand for. I know my worth in this sport. I know what I've done for this sport, no matter what people may say.
Yeah.
You know, I know what I've done. So I would have never allowed myself to take a flat fee of a fight of this magnitude.
Yeah.
I know how big it is. But for me to be saying I'm a true champion, I can look at this and say, well, I'm going to take a small reward for a bigger reward in the future. I'll do so. If I'm talking about building my legacy that where it's going to be played like Deontay Wilder did everything possible to make this fight happen. He even took a flat fee, something that's never been done in history. Some people would say you a fool to take that. To say, oh, I'm chasing him because of, no, it isn't that because of money, because if anybody know me, I got a beautiful family.
Yeah.
I got beautiful people around me.
Yeah.
And that's riches in itself. I'm happy every day I wake up, bro. Yeah. I walk around every day just feeling free, feeling happy, free spirit, free energy, positive speed.
You're positive right now. I think you can come in there and be kind of a sad panda. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a little bit like, all right, here we go, but you seem pretty cool.
I'm just happy that it's over.
Oh yeah,
this has been crazy. We're grown men, and to get on my team, we're like this. We're super tight. Every step of the way of negotiating, I knew everything was going on.
I think the fight fell through. Josh was fighting Povetkin, and then you see Eddie Hearn telling the story. I was like, whoa, we got to get out because this isn't the truth. That's not what's going on. So I get on there. Eddie takes jabs at me, and then Steven Espinoza comes off the top rope and is like, nope, here's the truth. Boom, and then you jump in. I'm like, there's my sources, son.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Because you don't want just his narrative. You just don't want the promoter's narrative.
Correct.
That's not what we need.
Exactly.
I need the fighter. I need Joshua here. I want you guys talking. That's what I want. And why won't you do that?
It's because
again, I don't think it's a fair thing. They're not letting it.
Well, I agree with that.
Email him.
I agree with that. Joshua, I can say that he definitely wanted to fight for the 50 million. Who would turn down 50 million?
I will fight you right now for 50 million. You will
whoop my ass.
Well, no, I will fight you right now for 50 million. Fight everyone in there for 50 million.
Why wouldn't you? I wouldn't blame you. Because I would too. You know what I mean? Y'all can gang up on me.
Especially for a legacy, though.
Man, 50 million up front, that's the minimum they would have made with a 50% of revenue. 50% split. How can you turn that down? That was one of the things that was so bothersome for me.
I'm sad.
To look at him as a fighter, to be in a position to even take something that you ain't even worth. Because he ain't worth $50 million. I'm sorry, he's not. He can't even make that in his own country. I don't care how many fights that he had, not at one time. Like, we can get him in America,
You've fought anybody and everybody that the UFC has thrown in front of you in your entire career. And I know you always said the next fight is always the most important fight, but would a win over Daniel Cormier mean more to you just because of the magnitude of this fight, because he is a champion, and because, let's be honest, DC carries a pretty big resume?
Oh, definitely, 100%. I mean, DC's fought the best in the world. He beat the best in the world. I mean, he's an amazing fighter, and going to beat him is going to be amazing, and I'm super excited. It's just the whole matchup, we bring, great skill sets to the table, and, people are super excited for UFC 226 like I am.
That's the division of head off. You feel like speaking to someone like Daniel will cement your life.
Shoot him.
Fucking hell. That's the world. I mean, definitely. He's an amazing player. It's a super fight. I can't wait. We should have done it, but I got to wait another whole week. But it's going to be a great fight. I'm excited, and listen, another whole week. So.
In your mind, DC, if you go out and beat Stipe Miocic on July 7th, are you the greatest of all time?
I think I am. I mean, I don't believe that anything else should be thought of. I mean, I should be in the conversation. I mean, anytime a guy does performance-enhancing drugs, and on multiple occasions, they eliminate themselves. So for as great as Anderson Silva was, he tested positive, I think, 2 times. Jones has tested positive two or three times. I mean, those guys eliminate themselves. I want to be mentioned among the greats, the George St. Pierres and the Demetrius Johnsons, the guys that have done things the correct way over the course of their entire career without that asterisk, because when you start getting performance enhancers tied to your name, man, there's no way around that.
If John Jones comes back,
No.
Daniel Cormier is the first fight. There's going to be appeal, and you're going to want to watch it. Even I guarantee it, you're going to want to watch it because you're going to want to know if you were right, that you've seen this before, or if there's that off chance, in your opinion, that Daniel can pull the upset. But it makes things more interesting that John Jones is going to be forced to be out of the MMA game for so long, and it's still going to have that appeal in it. And like you said, especially if DC has the heavyweight title.
That is going to add an extra layer.
It is.
Incredible extra layer. I will not deny that.
Nothing here. Yes. As if.
This is a big opportunity. July 7th card, the international
No.
heavyweight title at the top. Do you feel like
Shit.
there's no real clear cut? There's Blades out there, there's Volkov out there, but I feel like if you do something spectacular against Ngannou, you're right there, right?
Yeah, I believe I have to finish him. I got to finish him, and I believe I can. And I believe I will. If I win by decision, some freak accident will happen and I win by decision, then I believe I shouldn't fight for the title. I should be fighting for Blaze or Volkov or somebody like that. If I get a finish in the late third round and if I was getting my ass whooped or looking bad the whole fight or something like that, then I don't believe I should get a title shot. It got to be almost a dominating performance and pretty much a really good fight for me to get a title shot, and more entertaining fight, put it that way, than a boring fight. And if it's a boring fight, I believe I shouldn't get a title shot, and he shouldn't get one either.
Last week, things got really personal on Twitter. He went personal, really kind of a low blow. Mentioned your wife. I know you fired back at him. You guys have said a lot of things about each other over the years, but is it disappointing that things had to go that route?
No, it's kind of what he does. Before our very first fight, there were some direct messages sent, and he said something. He called me like he said he was my daddy or some shit like that, right? And I guess somebody told him something in reference to my father being murdered. So he had Dana call me on three-way to apologize for saying anything like, I'm your daddy or something like that. But every time we start to argue, he goes back to, I'm your daddy. So it's like he didn't mean to apologize. He knows exactly what he's doing. So there's like deeper meaning to when he says, who's your daddy? Like there's deeper meaning because of the history and him going through that unnecessary step of having Dana call me with him on the phone so that he can personally apologize for saying anything about my father, when then he just kind of goes back to it anytime we start to argue. So there's a little bit deeper meaning to most of the stuff that we say. So outside of bringing in saying anything about my wife, but also, the thing with his daddy, there's
folks.
Come and help
The guy's
me.
not a good guy, and
Yeah, I can't come.
why would a scumbag like that have any limits?
Launcher.
You feel like facing
Why,
someone like
Lando?
Daniel will cement your legacy now as the greatest fighter of all time.
Shit.
I mean,
Launcher,
definitely.
Island.
That's right. Be the best in the world. I mean, definitely.
In your mind, DC, if you go out and beat Stipe Miocic on July 7th, are you the greatest of all time?
I think I am.
Hey, hit that like button. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much.
بيه يا جماعة طفته طفته